Hey everyone, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. And so today I have a journal collection to share with you. I completed 4 journals. They're a collection. You can purchase them individually, or if you want all 4 of them, obviously you can do that. It's just some strings hanging. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about them. We'll do a flip through and go from there. This time, I did something I've never really done before, and that is plan it out before I started. I'm not saying I recommend or don't recommend this. It's just a way to do it, and I enjoyed the process a lot. Now, I didn't get so rigid in my planning that I couldn't change things up while I was in the middle of it. It just gave me a guideline. It allowed me to be able to focus and to quickly create these without having to use a bunch of extra planning power while I was working. So the paper pad that I used was this Elegant and Serene by DCWV, or Die Cuts with a View. They have a rose gold foil, some of them do. And I had used a few of the sheets previously in other projects, but all I have left now, because I cut out some of these flowers using my Scan and Cut, I did not use this paper at all. It was a little too dark of a blue. I'm sure this will be beautiful for another project. That's pretty much it. So I will be turning the covers into journals, and then I'll use these inside ones for a different project. Okay, they are 3 signatures each. We'll just start out here. They coordinate. They have a fabric, what's this called? Reinforcement. And they are scrapbook paper, fabric, cereal box, and I made the backs different from the front. So here's the first one, and I'll just go through them. I guess that's probably the easiest way. So this one says, "Oh, happy day." And then this is a little part of a floral die cut, and there's some little gold rhinestones there. It is stitched all around. The paper is folded over. You'll be able to see on the inside when we get to that. There's a straight stitch all the way around the edge, and then a vine stitch here and here. There's a little patchwork cluster with a flower there on the back. You can see some of the gold foil here. The ink pad that I used was this Color Burst pigment stamp pad in the Country tricolor, the green, the pink, and the blue. So those were pretty much my colors-ish, because I always like to improvise. I've used this stamp throughout. I believe I got this from Vicky, and so I'm not really sure of the brand or anything, but it is a beautiful floral. And the washi tape I used was this one, and I don't remember where I got it, but it is just some greenery. The paper clip here is actually holding on this little bag. Each journal has a baggie with some goodies in it, and there's just a little fiber cut off there, so that could come off or stay on. This fabric reinforced, scrapbook paper, and then these cute little cut-offs to kind of do corners on the inside. There's a little bag in each one, and each journal gets something similar to this. There's little punch outs from the paper. Ugh, everything's going everywhere. Scallop circles and regular circles. There's a fabric paper clip. There's some little tags that coordinate. There's some cut aparts, some paper ribbons, and then a little scrappy booklet. They all coordinate with the journal, and you can use them wherever you like. Well, get it in there. And of course, you could put that bag anywhere you wanted to. I actually created a digital paper pack for this journal, and it is called Sugar Rose. That's this. There are 6 pages. You can get it printed or digitally in my shop. And they're roses, and then glitter, and a few other florals and greenery. So this is one of the pages. And then I have some other digitals. These are either from Creative Fabrica or Digital Paper Shop. I don't really remember. I just used whatever I found. My hands are filthy. I've been gluing and inking and all of that. We have hand-dyed papers in each one. There's little flips. This is from Sugar Rose. Little pocket with a tag. I've also used some Leanna scrap from Etsy. Love her florals. Oh, the collection, this is called Floral Dreaming. That's the name of the collection that I'm calling all of these journals. We have some Dreamy Designs Club, which it's a retired set now. You can get it in my Ultimate Lifetime collection. This is Sugar Rose. Some vintage book pages. I'm not going to name everything. I'll just point out what I feel like. I've done some stitching on some tan paper. Each one has a little fabric flip with like a cut apart on it. Each one has a little cluster. This is from Sugar Rose. I'm trying to point those out because they're new. There's a little page flag tab there. There's that washi tape in use. Book pages, ledger pages. Each one has a little blue stapled double ticket somewhere. Different dyed pages. There's a fabric tab. Each one has a belly band. I played around with my scan and cut to get these to cut out. I had to line them in pencil, and then even then I had some problems, but eventually I got enough of them. Each one has a belly band. Each one has a bingo card. I think these are from TLC Creates Vintage. I'm not 100% sure. I found them on my computer, and then I've done some stamping on them. Beautiful vintage floral book pages. Hand-dyed papers. Each one has a collaged reinforced pocket. So there's a double layer of book page and then papers from this paper pack that I was using. This has a library card in it in a really pretty peach color. This dyed paper is my moss green dyed paper. I have 1 or 2 packs as of when I'm filming this left in my shop under Lindsay's Handmade if you're interested in that color, kind of grungy forest green, mushroom green type color. More hand-dyed papers. Each one has a double pocket with 2 little tags. This one says Inspire. I love the rose gold. And then this one just has a little strip there at the bottom. They're inked. Each one has a little glassine bag with these are an exclusive for my Creative Fabrica fans. They coordinate with Sugar Rose, but they're not in Sugar Rose. Sugar Rose is just a paper pack, but there is a page of fussy cut florals that if you're a fan on Creative Fabrica, you get that for free. And if you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. I would love to have you join my Creative Fabrica fans page. There's a little coat check tag in there. This is from Sugar Rose. Little die cut there. This is from Sugar Rose. I love this page. So pretty. Little envelope flap. This is from Sugar Rose. Little a bridge sheet there. Tabs. Whoop. Each journal has one of these expense reports. Found them at a thrift store. I believe there's 96 pages in each one. This has a little bridge card in it. Little cluster, little rose, and then I've signed it. So this one is called Oh Happy Day from the Floral Dreaming collection. Then there's this one. So there's a little pretty floral blue button, blue and pink button hanging from the clip. And then I've done this little kind of patchwork, kind of almost like it's a floral type dream. And then this is I think it's probably vintage. I don't know. I'd gotten it at a thrift store, but it's a sheet that I've used the fabric there. And on the back, it has some fabric and it says Best Day Ever. And then a glittered back there, foiled back as well. This is like a quartz or some type of precious stone, but it made me think of rose sugar. So on the inside, again, a baggie full of pretty much the same goodies, just a little bit different in colors, but they're pretty much go together. I'll go a little faster through these. Little greeting card, different hand-dyed papers, just different vintage prints from different of my clubs and ephemera and things like that. I wanted you to have lots of room to make this your own. The tag says hopeful. A little punch card, I got that from Lonnie. Little stitchings. Got a journal card here. It says, "You are so lovely." Lots of hand-dyed papers. Here's this belly band, and then there's this foiled journal card. That's on that expense page there. Fussy cut flower. This is Dreamy Designs. I was going to say rose sugar. It just coordinates really well. Beautiful image from one of my retired image club, exclusive image clubs. There's a little fabric flip. The double tickets, but this one's a tuck spot for a wallpaper tag. Little glassine bag with a little glittered tag that says kind, or foiled tag, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This is a pocket page. It's a giant postcard, and then inside is an index card, and then some scrapbook paper on the back. It's one of those little cut apart flowers. Vintage children's book page. Lined paper. This is a vintage book cover printed, Springtime and Other Verses. Some standard colors. These are vintage colors. There's a little bag. I think these are from Tammy. But you could put little goodies in there, or, you know, add it to a page somewhere. And then the double tag is in the back. That one has a little paper ribbon on the top, and then this one has a stamped flower on the bottom, and then I've signed it. The third one says, "Hello, beautiful." It's got some fabric. It's got a lace die cut with some rhinestones. This little ticket comes off. It's just held on with that clip. And then on the back, there's a little cluster with a little flower. Oh, and the middle just fell off. You know, those middles, they're rather thick. What I'm going to do, instead of putting it back on, I'm just going to make my own middle here that doesn't use any extra thickness, and you're not trying to write over it. Again, bag of goodies. Hand-dyed papers. There's Leanna scrap. There's different backgrounds I have on my computer from my different clubs. Oh, glued it shut. Of course I did. There we go. Like a Boss journal card. There's the blue hydrangeas from Dreamy Designs Club. I had the pink ones in another one of these journals. There's a little guest check here. Got that from Lonnie. Fabric tab there. Here's the little pocket, and then this is a vintage floral arrangement tag. Greeting card. There's the cluster. It says hello, which goes perfect with the Hello Beautiful. Note paper. This is from Groovy Garden in Dreamy Designs Club. Glassine bag with a little stamped manila tag. Lovely day. Little cluster hanging down there. And a little cluster hanging upside down here, like little butterflies hanging off the leaf. Little tickets. There's a little baggie. This I think I got from Lonnie too. was using some of the things she sent me in these, in Happy Mail, and these journals. Expense page, little bridge paper for this belly band. Vintage, look at how adorable that is. I got to show you just a little closer. Vintage children's book page. Some little vintage stamps. Those were from Lonnie as well. Here's the double pocket. So this one says Inspire, and then this one has some gold foiling and some flowers on it. And this one has an extra tag with half a rose on it. And there's a library card in the back. And the final one is this one. We have a cluster in this corner and a cluster down here, the little bow over these flowers. And then the paper clip has some buttons and a bead hanging off of it. And then on the back, there's a little cluster up at the corner. There's the bag here. This has the bingo card up at the top with the tag. There are quite a few differences between them, but they all really flow together well. I had so much fun making these. It was such a joy. Here's another one of these cut apart flowers that's exclusive to Creative Fabrica fans. Comes on that page. Love the grunge of these dyed papers I did. Little stitchings. Here's the pocket. This one has some gold and half a rose, and this one says beautiful. There's the tickets. It says cherish and then best day ever. There's the cluster. Beautiful vintage floral prints. Lots and lots of different florals. Just, they flow together. There's places for you to write, places for you to put journal cards. Look at how the blue, this is hand dyed. Little you and me pocket with a little ephemera piece. Belly band with a giant journaling card. Glassine bag with a little vintage floral tag for a green plant. There's a yellow index card in this envelope. And a little sold tag in the back pocket. I really hope that you enjoyed these. I really like how they came out. I feel like it's just a wonderful balance of all the different things that I love in a journal. And so these are listed under Lindsay's Handmade. And I have another collection I'm planning. So maybe next week I'll have it available for you. That would certainly be fun, but I wanted to get these out and I hope that somebody enjoys them. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see all of you next time.